Yes, indeedy. We are back again. We are back again. Today, though, we are live at the crib as the home, the humble abode, they would say. And, man, they're talking about the ports are closing. Does that mean that I need to stock up on how much, what, how much food? Like, what's going on? I see some gangster mafia looking dude talking about we've been holding the country down for years. So I'm kind of confused on what's going on. Kind of confused at what's going on. All I know is I went to Walmart yesterday to grab some waters, and man, the line was stupid. The line was stupid, and there was barely any water to even grab. So, I mean, I don't know what it is. They talking about the ports are closing down. All I could say is keep them shits open. Whatever y'all got to do, keep them ports open. Because the last thing we need is some ports closed down and some strikes going on. Because you know we rely damn near all types of stuff from overseas, man. So I don't know. Whatever we need to do, we need to keep these ports. We need to keep these ports open. Because they talking about first week there ain't gonna be no stress. Next week, your food. Now, what happens when you go to the grocery store and there ain't no food and you're legit hungry? What happens when you're trying to go to the grocery store and get some food and you're legit hungry and there is no food there? What you gonna do? That's the new game plan. Shit's starting to get crazy. Say what's up to. And there ain't no groceries. Are you supposed to go back home? But what if there's no gas? So what if you don't really have gas to even get to the grocery and then all of the gas is like gone? What the hell? Talk to me, people. They talking about the ports is closing. They're doing this thing about Diddy finding new people in his allegations. Man, it's getting real scary. Mm, it's getting real scary. They talking about there's a whole gang of people that was messing with them freak offs. Are you a freak off representative? Have you been struck down by the freak off committee? I remember now violations and shit. So yeah, man. Stay humble. Stay humble at all times. But yeah, I literally link here's where the Biolab explosion is happening. Search Kalua in Hindi. I guess we've got our Hindu followers following. Shout out to the Indian people. Yeah, the Biolab is still burning. I was coming back home from shooting yesterday, and I see smoke bellowing from a building still into the world. Smells like chlorine. Damn near your eyes are burning. So I don't know what's up with that. I'm gonna need a million, and I got 3 girls and a wifey, so we need about $5 million for this Kanye's explosion. You stay on this live, I'll keep you updated, and you put your name and you like the chat and you subscribe. You might get a check. On God, on Jesus sandals. But yeah, it's looking kind of crazy. I was at the of people grounded. But with this new little Biolab explosion, plus it's like my district is getting it the worst. Conyers, Georgia, quarantine. We're literally in quarantine. We keep getting alerts talking about stay inside. It's the air levels and shit. Like that's some uh that's some war bomb shit. Like you know, I hate to even say that on the chin ad. Hate to say that, but it's looking kind of crazy, guys. So you know, I mean, stock up. What else can I say? You're gonna have to stock up because right now, I mean, everything is scarce. I went to the store. There wasn't no meats. There wasn't shit. It was just like pork. Like nobody ain't. We ain't eating pork. No pork in the fork. So all I can say is, hey man. I mean, I even hate to say it because that's gonna make y'all run to the same place where everybody else is running. Like, man, just get your food. I don't know what needs to happen with this port situation, but they need to get this shit situated because man, we're getting hit the worst. And I mean, if they stop talking about this biolab fire, yo, the shit is still blowing, the shit's still spewing. So where's all that air going? Like, where's all of that air going? You keep seeing the little bubble online talking about, quarantine or fucking stay inside, but right now, shit. How you gonna eat? How you gonna eat? How you gonna live? So, you know, we staying head above water, man. We trying to stay out the way. Of course, I'm connected in that industry, so a lot of this visual and media stuff is slowed down too. Goddamn, nothing is really dropping out. Everybody either been in a freak off or two or something. I don't know what the hell going on, but yeah, the game is a little slow. But shoot, we living in a world where they don't care if the shit's going slow. You still got to be moving. So we got to get creative and find ways to make new money. We got to get creative and find ways to get new bands. We got to get creative and find new ways to, create businesses and collaborate and group fund new projects and shit, I mean, that shit sounds boring, but when you ain't got no motherfucking food in the fridge, you better hope you help and pray you got a collective and a way or a situation of getting it. Somebody said Alguin Brasileiro. All right, it sounds like you ain't from America. Well, welcome to America. We are at the Fellowship Estates. Nah, but hope all is well with everyone around the world. We are just connecting with our daily life. Um, yes, I love Brazil, man. I can't wait to go to Brazil one day. Um, a lot of my people are from Puerto Rico. I know a lot of Mexicans, but shit, it's just like being from Africa and being from Ghana, Nigeria. We all different, but man, we all the same. You dig what I'm saying? So even across the world. But yeah. So the Diddy shit is looking real crazy. I don't know what's going on with Diddy. Um, yeah, I bet you in the next week or two we are about to hear some real Azaquafin weird yucky ish. Some shit is about to go down, and some shit we didn't want to hear is about to go down. And I'm hoping and praying to God it ain't no, you know, none of that stuff. But yeah, that's that. I just wanted to tap into the feed real quick so y'all see what the hell is going on. Conyers Biolab is still on fucking fire though. Do not get it twisted. When you go up to that Walmart or around that exit 82, it's smelling like straight up chlorine. Like when you back in the days when you about to go swimming and you're in the pool spot and yeah, it's smelling like that. You dig me? But look, man, we're not using all of that to not motivate us, man. We just staying aware and abreast of what's going on. You think Diddy was involved in the death of Aaliyah and Michael Jackson? God damn. Really? Like he's like the super gangster. I'm taking out all of the music legends. I don't think he was really necessarily involved with that. Let's be honest. Now, was there some foul play stuff with both of those situations? Hmm, that's another story. But was he personally doing it? Ah, I don't know, people. I don't know. Was he in a world where he probably knew about some shit we didn't know about and a whole nother revenue stream of how they really get this money and how they really solidify these deals and get this shit going? Yeah. Did he beat Cassie and run off on some what? Yeah, he did that. And what was going on in that room before? We don't know, but ain't nothing condones doing that. Sometimes as a man, nigga, you might just snap, but damn, you gotta come. The repercussions, boy. This shit real. This shit real. But yeah, man, I'm just in the. I'm in the cribbo, man, and just really just vibing out. Gonna have a super dope day with the girls today. Take them out somewhere. Where? I don't know. Wifey says she's got a super dope spot. I'm thinking it's a nature place with animals and stuff. So let's get them away from this crazy biolab fire hazard. We're taking the back route, so we're not even going that same way. Um, and yeah, we just staying out the way, people. We staying out the way. Yesterday was a super dope day. We had 20,000 people on the live, man. That was amazing. Just watching, just watching me work. He said, "Dude, run away from there. You're in danger, bro. They're coming there. Diddy's buddies. I saw them in a black car run. Listen, man. If Diddy or any diddler comes around me, I'm shooting freak off grenades. I'm shooting freak off grenades. Are you the same guy from the live yesterday that said there was a black thing in the woods? Because I went back and looked through that live, and you might have been right. I seen some shit in that woods. I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you. But yeah, nah, we just live right now, man. I hope everybody is having a good day, staying blessed, staying out the way. You get what I'm saying? Trying to prosper, trying to make some money in this cruel and crazy world. If not, you're relaxing, you're enjoying your life, you're spewing out positive energy. You know what I'm all about, giving out that positive energy. You know what I'm saying? So if you're on here right now, shit, you're receiving nothing but positive energy from a positive person. You dig me? I'm like that dude in that movie that you're rooting for. Yes, that's me. That is I, and I am him. Slim with the tilted grim, if that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I'm good on Diddy right now, man. Had the name Diddy on the tire. Nah, that is a scat packery out there. I'm trying to actually buy a new car, and I want to Turo it. So if you have any good ideas on a super dope Turo car, I ain't trying to spend a whole, you know what I mean? But yeah, we looking for a whole new investment. It's like, man, these cars depreciate right once they run off the lot. So if you ain't making money with it, I don't know what you're doing. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I just got a text from Mud Films about the Dame Dash situation, which I'm supposed to be documenting the whole auction. So, shit. Rights are up for debate. There will be no ruling before Dame. I don't know what they're talking about, but I will get off the live and understand it. But yo, I'm gonna film. I'm gonna be filming the Rockefeller auction, and I will be because I did secure that contract. So I'm out here just talking shit, fucking around, but like logistically, I'm kind of in the mix. The number one IP for hip hop, which created the billionaire Jay-Z, is up for sale due to the fact that Dame Dash had a lawsuit, and he forfeited, which I guess they put up his assets, and his assets are that Rockefeller. So shit. I got hired to film the whole documentary, but this shit's been crazy because it's like 1 minute we're about to film. I got my ticket, everything, all of the crew. Then the court is saying 30 days out. Now 30 days from there, now they're saying 30 days out again. So it just leaves with me, with my boy here. And we're just chilling. We ain't got nothing to do but wait for this case and stuff to go through. So yeah, I'm still a grown ass kid, but we're handling grown ass business. If you didn't know, now you know. You dig what I'm saying? So that's in motion. We've got a couple other commercials in motion. Just finalized this event. Doing some web page building and some brand building for this clothing line, which I'm going to integrate a lot into my lifestyle. So it just makes sense because I love to build brands and companies. So shit, building a brand that I can ingest in personally is just like shit, win-win situation. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know, ain't nothing going on but a little bit of going on. Ain't nothing going on but a little bit of going on. So if you on this chat, man, I appreciate you tapping in, man. God is blessing you at all times. You damn sure know he blessing you through me, cause I'm directing my blessing towards you. So, you know, keep focused, keep building your brand. I'm talking about micro steps is better than no steps. You feel me? Like if you've been tapping into the motivation stream, you know micro steps is better than in no steps. You want to be able to do what you can do. Uh, do what you can do is better than not doing shit at all and regressing. Because when you ain't doing shit at all, you actually regressing. So all of that work you done put in, now you got to start over from the beginning. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. Put that work in. You probably putting that work in right now. Just know that you fucking building a masterpiece. You building an empire. You building some shit that's gonna sustain, man. You building some shit that when you sleep, it's gonna be making money, man. Can you imagine that? Having a thought, that one little micro thought at that one instant. That shit wasn't even 1 second. It was a micro instance. Boop. That one little thought. You brought it into fruition with hard work and other thoughts to go around that micro thought. Then you took that one little thought and brought it into the physical world, and that same thought is now making you actual capital. And then if you don't read those, rich book that, they talk about your babies, and your babies are the money, and the money making the money. So if you can create a thought that comes out of the world to create money, and then that money creates money, that's a whole nother type of machine, Craig. If you don't watch Friday, I'm Day. I'm talking to Craig right now. That shit is serious, Craig. Like, to take a thought, to take an idea that don't weigh nothing, that don't cost nothing, right? And put that shit into action and into fruition, into the real world, and actually get an income from that shit is, that shit is beyond me. That shit is beyond me. And then to cultivate that same thought and take that thought to feed your family, and that shit works. I'm talking about through the dark days. That same thought at that 1 second, build a media company. Build a brand that is a digital brand connected to the whole world. That shit, man, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking right before that, but that thought right there got a nigga through the trenches. If you can understand that, holla back. They going crazy on this one video on my channel with this guy that has Down syndrome. I love everyone with Down syndrome. That's really why I posted it. But man, he is doing the whip. He is going but noodles, I'm talking about. Hitting that thing. I don't know how to hit it, but boy, he is hitting it. But yeah, man. Back to the motivation, back to the grind, man. This is why I tapped in. That's why I tuned in, man. I don't want to waste your fucking time. Everything I need to say to you needs to be goddamn tapping the deepest parts of your ecosystem, in the deepest parts of the DNA of the motivation in your mind. That one motherfucking thought. That one thought. Yeah, you might have tapped into this live to tap into the news about the Biolabs and fucking Diddy or the 20K subscribers from yesterday on the live or the other shit we talking about. But no, man, this shit here for the motivation, Craig. I'm doing fine, man. Hello, how are you? I'm doing amazing. But like I said, man, this shit here for you, man. That one little motherfucking thought. Sorry for swearing. If you're younger in here, I'm sorry. It's that go-to hour, man. It's that go-get it hour. But like I said, that one thought that comes from the ether, man, outside of your being, that shit ain't nowhere around you, bro. That one thought can tap into your brain, and if you stand on that shit, I'm talking about supreme authority. That's that, like, yeah, this is given to me from God. I need to do this. This is it. And when you supreme and then you understand that, ain't nothing that can stop you. I'm from Kazakhstan. Damn. That's far away. I'm so glad you tuned in. I hope if you can understand English, or well, you obviously do because you're typing. But God bless you, and that means that this blessing from Atlanta done tapped into Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan, yeah. I hope I said it right. Central Asia. So that means that thought process of I want to be global, digitally global. We are right now as we speak. And as you know, you build, you grow. There's been times I've been global in certain lights, and there's times I've been global in the least. But the mindset of being global is the thought. That's what it's all about. And learning how to monetize and maximize that piece. That's what's important, Craig. Because you can monetize on multiple levels and multiple layers. There's 7 ways to make a bag in every thought process. So if you package in 10 piece of thoughts, that's 70 ways to eat. And I'm dead ass serious. Let's just take this thought process for example. Man, this thought process is all about motivation. From this motivation, we're connecting the dots on this live stream. From this motivation, we're connecting the dots on maximizing the rest of these edits. From this motivation shit, somebody else on the stream is getting that motivation to do what they gotta do. Somebody baby eating. So it's a cycle, man. We gotta eat and feed each other. You dig what I'm saying? When I be tapping in on YouTube and I be hearing people talk about that motivation when I'm going through it, ooh wee. Even if I don't went through it and I done been through it and I done got through it, it makes you understand and realize like, this shit is real, man. Boots on the ground, man. Tighten up, nigga. Focus. Get your mind right. This shit is real. This could really happen. Anything that you want to do, you want to move a mountain, shit, you better understand how that motherfucker work. You better get to your research. Fuck police. It's definitely not F the police. I mean, I get it where you're coming from. They started from the KKK and the ownership standpoint, but let this shit be chaos and there be a bunch of wild people and you got your family there. You're gonna want some police to have some goddamn some law and order. If I'm lying, I'm dying, and you know I'm living. You dig me? If I'm lying, I'm dying, and you know I'm living. So, this is 30 minutes of heat. This is 30 minutes of sauce. I appreciate any and everybody on this chat. If you have any motivation for me, even if you want to roast me, I don't care. Talk. Let's chop it up. We are all one. We all we got. You dig me? We are all we got. God bless you, man. God bless you. Salam alaikum. Yeah, salam alaikum too, man. So many wars around the world because people is greedy. People can't have enough. They see what another man have and they not content with what they got. That's why I say, man, get back to that thought process, man. When you made that thought process, you was in a different position in life, man. See where you at now with the vision and the goals, man. Realign, man. You might have already surpassed where you thought you wasn't going to be. You dig what I'm saying? You might have already surpassed this shit, man. And for one time, it used to be just waking up Saturday morning cartoons, man. Making sure that you don't get into no fights in school and staying out of trouble and learning your algebra and all of that shit, man. Now it's this is my daughter's toy. You feel me? It's my daughter's toy that she bought knowing that I want it. That's different. That's a blessing in itself. Blessing because I'm able to buy the toy, blessing because she knows me, because when at this age, my dad, he shit, hard life. He had to go do what he had to do. He went back to Africa. So I didn't grow up with my pops after fourth. So being able to grow up with the girls now, every day is a blessing to me. That's better than doing shit. A whole lot of this media shit, being in the club, all on set with all of doing all of that, having a good time, boats, yachts, all of that shit. Yeah, that shit is whack compared to just being with your girls, doing something, knowing you're safe and comfortable, and you ain't checking your pockets. Ain't nothing better than that. If I'm lying, I'm dying, and I'm living. Ain't nothing like being like, all right, girls, all right, fam, let's go out somewhere. Let's go eat. Let's go enjoy the festivities. Let's not think of all the wars in the world and the fucking smoke in the air and the port systems and freaky freak offs, and let's just relax. Let's just enjoy some shit. R.I.P. Biggie, of course, R.I.P. Biggie, man. But keep your mind in the right mindset, man. We're talking about the beauty of being, and nah, R.I.P. Biggie is real, because the biggest thing he would want to do right now is be with his family. Not doing none of that freaky shit. Because he probably seen some freaky shit too. So, shit. Like I said, man, not to lose thought. It's all about the family and building that foundation, man. That foundational thought comes from something. What's it come from? The hunger, the drive, the will, the envy, the pain, the greed. You see all of the war, that motivation is coming from that. When you're trying to sustain and live in this world and maximize and capitalize, like shit, I remember I used to run it up, and my whole mindset was shit, I just need that bag. I just want that money. I just want that money. I just need that bag. I need that bag. Shit. I started getting that bag. Fuck around and got that bag, but the bag comes with, how do you want to get that bag? You want to get that bag at all costs? You feel me? You start getting that bag and you can't even sleep at night because you goddamn dictating and thinking about the bag, and the bag is fucking moving you. Nah, man. Let me sit back and let the money come to me. And the money that comes to me, let that be the money that I need. Because if I get too much money that I can't contain, then I'm worrying about containing it. But you sit back and look at all of the money you done spent, all the money you done saved, and all the jugs and the businesses and the brands. And if you could have went through all of that shit with less stress, knowing shit, you're going to take some L's, but you're going to have them W's. And you're going to be able to sustain and keep going in the growth. Shit, you're going to go through this shit enjoying it. That's why 9 times out of 10, they say, man, enjoy the fucking journey when you're doing your thing. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the struggle. When you're going through the struggle, enjoy the journey. Because once you make it to that shit, it don't hit like it used to. And that's a real thing. So you got to understand the journey of going to that bag and then fall in love with that shit. Fuck, I got to type a 20-page paper that's going to give me pain, energy, and hurt. Yes, but once you get through that, shit, put that gas in that air. Yeah, reward yourself. You tapped yourself in the back. You went to sleep early. You didn't do shit the next day. Like, challenge yourself, man. Exert that shit. Write that full list of everything you need to do. If you don't know what to do, you better ask AI. That shit free. So the whole thing of us thinking of the magical goddamn answer, that shit over with. You could go to AI and just talk to it 20, 30 minutes, and that shit will tell you anything and everything you need to know about you, where you going, and what you want to do. Don't pay $20 for the premium. That shit going online, checking your social profiles, your YouTubes, Instagrams, your fucking Wikipedias, your doctor's records, nigga. Like, not the doctor record, you get what I'm saying, though. But the AI get freaky with it. Pay $20 right now, go to ChatGPT and fucking get the plus service. and and create you a GPT. Now sit there and before you create you a GPT, go online and type your name, your company, your brand, and 2 pages of any and everything that you love about yourself, where you're trying to go, what your fears are, all of that shit. I'm giving you the game free. After you do that, 2 pages, my nigga, put some gas in the air and just write. You don't even have to write. You could go to your voice memos and just speak this thing out and it'll text it. Shit don't even all got to be correctly written and spelled right. Just go up in there and you give that thing a detailed understanding of what you got going on, where you got going on, where you failed at, what you're trying to do, how you want to do it, and watch how that AI opens up a whole new world of thoughts that tap into your brain. Watch on Wolverine. Yeah, you seen that? That was slick. Scratch the nose with Wolverine. But on Wolverine, this young lady's been going up and down in this hot heat with all black, and I think she got a Walkman on. Remember Walkmans from back in the days? She's got a Walkman. God bless her. God bless her. So I know it's hot. But yeah, man, after you get all of that I know y'all sitting there like, nah, all right, what next, nigga? Okay, yeah, all right, you got your prompt from AI. AI has just fully understood your mindset and your brain. Now you type in that AI, create me a dummies list of how to create me a chat GPT prompt brain like myself that's catered to making money. Oh my God. Now it's finna give you a 10-step joint. And in them 10 steps, it's gonna make you go to the GPTs, create your GPT, copy and paste a bunch of the shit that it's writing and telling you, which is the prompt to feed into the brain of the GPT. Boom. Now, when you do that, you're gonna get a whole, you might as well even get a picture from, because it's real now. You just replicated and duplicated your brain. Where the fuck could you do that at? Where could you do that at? Let's be honest. Where could you do that at? Where could you sit there and replicate your brain, the thoughts that nobody knows? You don't say no freaky freak off ish, or your ass going to Diddy jail. But like I said, you replicate the important things that's catered to trying to make some money, what you've learned, where you went to school. I don't care what you learned in 3rd grade that made you want to play basketball or whatever. All of those little minor insights that make you, sit there and just write it out, talk it out. When you sit there and you talk that thing out and you put it into a GPT prompt and format to where it's packaged up and put into the brain, now you have your own GPT. Now with your own GPT, you can now connect that GPT through an API protocol. API protocol makes the fucking GPT talk to the website where it's going. Now, you can package up whatever you want that business idea to be, which is run off, which would probably be the smartest thing to do, the GPT. You see, you want to have a business idea that you're not spending no money on the products. And you want to have a service where you could probably have a service base. Maybe you want to give us free service and then you leverage the free service with the fluctuation of ad space. Now you got your ad space. Everybody's selling ads. It's buckets. So give them the playground to play around and then sell them some Mattel toys. You dig what I'm saying? It's just like that. And then you got the fast food and all that around because they tired. You dig me? So it's the full ecosystem. What am I about to go do? I'm about to go and bring the kids somewhere and they're about to spend money playing around in a spot, time, location, and they capping and trapping. So if you can create the whole system just like that without utilizing the real estate specs, the brand power specs and the brand, all of that shit that they done spent, and you tap in directly to the GPT of who you are because you're authentic. Can't nobody do you like you. So if you are able to monetize yourself as a service and product, you're gonna have to spend a little money on probably promoting that now, like any business. But ain't nothing better off than to slave yourself in an AI form, and then shit, whatever you good at, you utilize that. That's deep. If you understood what I just said, say something in the chat. If that shit went over your head and you just like the sound of my voice and the fucking feathers in the background, yeah, hey, I'm fucking with you too. But I literally just gave you $1 million thought process and idea. $1 million idea? That shit costs $20 a month, my boy. You can go to mimiandme.com and you can get the domain, all that good stuff. You see what I'm saying? And shit, you just put the API in. You probably pay us to integrate the API into your fucking new website, and now you selling yourself. Don't be a don't be a smartass. Don't be actually someone that gives legitimate advice that actually has an understanding and a protocol of a function or something that's a resource and utility that could be actually profitable. Huh? You can only be in so many places at once, but if you could be omni and then be in them channels of flowetry, they talk about time and space. You're trying to get some bags, it's all about time and space. You know, we slave ourselves for a certain amount of time and a certain amount of space for a bag. But if you could be creative, your creativity is taken in exchange for your time. So you can only be as creative as you can. I told you this shit came from one thought. So if you could maximize your thoughts and put that shit in an automated function, you see, you can only maximize your thoughts as much as you try to maximize them, which is like you talking to your own API. But if you could tap into your API and create the protocol and time and space and then put people in that waveform, like, all right, let's just say you've got YouTube. YouTube is a flow, a huge flow, billions of people. Now, if your API stands out in YouTube and it's either monetizing itself by speaking, doing the content, if it's a Q&A session, you just monetize yourself. You probably can connect the processes of the monetization. You connect your brain API to a video generation Autobot, which is like a digital character or creator. They got that on Cynthia. So like on some of them websites where they pop up and they got the little chat bot, Autobot, they got a visual version of that. Now you connect your visual version of your Autobot to your API or your chat GPT. Now you sitting there with an automated version, visual version of a chatbot, which is connected directly to you. Now you gotta for a lane. I just gave you the game. Now, will I create that? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. And will I show you it? Yeah, I'm gonna show it to you. Will I do a live Q&A session of it? Yeah. How I'm gonna do it? I'm gonna have to get the maximum packages on the live streams and all. But I'm telling you guys this to tell you that there's lots of people on here that are content creators. If you could spend $1,000 to create a video, you could create $1,000 to replicate yourself digitally to live stream and say whatever the fuck you wanted to say. No cap in my rap. This ain't for no, I just want to watch Diddy news. I just want to hear about some bullshit. This right here was just a sauce play from the AI algorithm space that I hope somebody caught. I might save this and replay this again because, like I said, man, it'd be them thoughts. One thought taps into your brain, and if you can stand on that thought, shit, you can make it into the physical and you can get some bags off that shit. I'm not lying. I've done it. Where'd all of this come from? It came from an IP and a thought. So you mean to tell me if you could put the AI to connect it to Wolverine and let him... That's why they fucking going on strike now in Hollywood. Because everybody got everybody's likeness and all of the words they've said from all of these movies and all of their thought processes. And they're about to just digitize a whole bunch of shit. They about to do video to video. They'll take an old video version of a movie. They'll learn it. They'll understand every aspect of the facial recognition. Then they'll respit that shit right back out, just like they're doing right now. They did that shit with Avatar. So you know what it is, and you know what it ain't. The world is changing. Are you gonna change with the world, or are you gonna sit back and let that shit change in front of you and just be slaved out? I'd rather slave myself before somebody slave me. That's on Jesus sandals. If Jesus had sandals, and if Jesus sandals was right here and they was glowing, that's a word of advice, and that's word. He would have said, "Yeah, you're right. You better slave yourself before they slave you. And when you slaving yourself, what you gonna do? You better build your own empire. You better build that reciprocal compensation." Damn, what's that word mean? Yeah, that's big. That's a word to Google. You better build that. You better build that automated bread when you sleeping. You better build that door that they gotta tap into and drop pennies on before they get in. You feel me? These are all sauce gems, man. The world is as big as you think of it. Don't think of it as just some shit that you see every day. Man, there's people willing to work. There's people that's working out here. There's people connecting the dots on this technical shit. They talking about DeFi and decentralized finance. And we got companies that are owned by companies that's owned by companies. Like, bro, what's going on? Nigga, you going to Walmart, but Walmart owned by the company that owns the product and shit. It's like, what the fuck? But they both owned by the same company together. Boy, the game is changing. The game is changing. So, I mean, in the recap, yeah, there's some freaky shit going off with Diddy and the little freak offs, and the industry is changing. It's kind of slowed down. You see a lot of major people that were running around Diddy in his last album, they under the covers right now. You don't hear about them. They ain't talking. They ain't saying shit. If a freaky nigga was doing some freaky shit, nigga, you gonna have to say it. So the freakier it get, and the longer they don't talk about it, boy, the freakier it look. And we know who we talking about. We talking about all them niggas. So, that's that. This chemical plant and lab shit, I don't know what's going on with that, but every 10 minutes I keep getting a new law firm talking about we claiming to help you out if you've been in this fucking trauma. And when you look at the fine print, they taking 40%. So you see how savage this world is. Some wild shit done happen in the world, and you need representation and compensation for something. But the representation and compensation says, nah, we need 40%. We need 40% before we could even goddamn take the case. I hope we get 100,000 so I can get 50 or 40 or 60. So, I mean, moving forward, the shit is still spewing out air, and I don't know where it's going, but I know we live in a biodome, so that shit ain't doing nothing but going up in the air and spreading around. You dig what I'm saying? Chlorine and all types of wild fuckery. Chlorine and all types of wild fuckery is in the air around the corner from the crib. I could drive over there so y'all can see it, just so you believe me. But I ain't trying to get too close on some Simpsons mutant shit. I'm actually from Springfield. So I have everything that didn't happen in Springfield, I feel like I'm connected with that shit. So living in Conyers and a fucking biolab blows up and it's all across the world and you actually live there, like we couldn't even run our AC. Now it's just like, bruh, you gonna kill me if I don't run my AC, money. Like, god damn. You got central air, like shit, you can't just run it in a room. Like this shit is ventilation. Getting the purifiers, but what the purifiers gonna do? Then they talk about you can't even boil the water in certain places. But I ain't drinking, look, I've been drinking bottled water for about 8 years. You get mad at my wife, but damn, I know I'm drinking spring water. But I'm buying fucking bottles of water every goddamn 5 days. And them bottles ain't cheap. I swear to God, if I'm trying to get some money right now, if I could just save on bottled water, save on some foods, save on the fucking gas transportation, you're gonna be all right. I mean, shit is still expensive. Cost of living is definitely like, yo, hey, slow the fuck down. You trying to get some money and create a brand, but nigga, we gotta look at how we be spending. If you white, you a nigga too. Everybody a nigga. Nigga just another word for my boy. You dig? Or Ayo, or my guy, or friend, or chale, or like, you know what I'm saying? The word is embedded in me, man. I can't take it out of me. It's embedded in me. The freedom has been embedded in your boy. So like I said, man, it's like, yo, we gotta start spending less. Like, oh, if you was going to the grocery store and you was about to spend $200, you might have to spend 150. That's how it's working. And you might have to use that other 50 to try to keep that 50 and you got to invest that 50. Like that 50 can't just go somewhere else. Like like the game is fucking crazy right now. You know? Like, oh, you was drinking 5 bottles of water a day? You better drink 3.5. I'm just being honest. This shit is changing. The world is changing, people. I'm talking about for the better on the AI and the workforce side, but on the worst as far as like the inflation and how much shit is costing. Like, yo, when the fuck was shit this expensive? And don't be in them rural, not even rural, like, all right, I'm in Kanye, so it's okay, you know? But if you're in like Buckhead or downtown and you go to a grocery store, bro, you try to get a bag of, if you want them little Reese's PCs that you grew up on back in the days that cost like $1 something, them shit's like $2.50, $3. Save Kanye's mind and life. Nigga, Kanye is probably stocked up with food type of shit because this shit right here is about to get gangster. I'm not even lying. You got to think about it. I just went to the grocery store right now. This is while there's shit in motion and there ain't nothing in the stores. So if you ain't got no money, which lots of people don't have, like people like that live paycheck to paycheck, like if you ain't got a bag right now and you ain't got no food, you're probably going to be starving. I'm not talking about like, oh, I got my check for, and I'm trying to go get some food now. No, my boy, there ain't no food there. Oh, now you got to spend that same amount of money on like food that people make for you. And you know that shit's about to go up because everybody gonna be over there and it's scarce on the fucking products they got. But think about it. If the grocery store and them places ain't got no food, how you think the stores that fucking go buy groceries is gonna have food? They ain't gonna have shit. So they ain't gonna be cooking shit. It's just gonna be a whole bunch of restaurants that owe defaulted loans on restaurants and like, yo, the shit about to get scary. If I'm lying, I'm dying. And I'm living through the crisis and all. We gon' ball. That's on Jesus sandals. We gonna get through this shit. I'm talking about, huh? If you see 5 niggas on their knees praying, one is praying to Allah, one is praying to Jesus, one is praying to Siddhartha Gautama, which is Buddha, one is praying to uh, uh, ISIS or goddamn Amen, El, goddamn, um, who else? Gilgamesh, goddamn, nigga. They all praying to somebody. And if somebody is one body, then we all praying to the same ish. So if we praying to the same ish, hey, we all going through this ish together. That's on Jesus sandals. That's on Siddhartha sweater. Huh? That's on Muhammad's mask. Huh? Yeah, I got bars. That was definitely hard. Cannot lie. You cannot lie and say that wasn't a bar. Jesus sandals, Muhammad's mask, Siddhartha sweater. Somebody gonna use it. Bet you Drake said it, y'all be like, oh my God, that nigga is amazing. He says Siddhartha's sweater. Siddhartha is Buddha's name. Buddha can't fit a sweater. You know how y'all do. Anyways, yeah, man, I appreciate everybody that's been tuned into this live, man. Like I said, we did 20K yesterday. We are on the road to doing 1 million on the stream. If we do 1 million on the stream, I'm giving half of that money back to the people on the stream. That's on Jesus sandals. That's on Siddhartha sweater. That's on Muhammad mask. I'm giving half the bag away. Cause I ain't, hey yo, let's be honest. I need it, but y'all need it too. So while you doing what you do, when you grinding and you building, if you tune into these lives, just subscribe. If you see this live, just stay on tune. Cause all you know is you're getting motivation. You're gonna understand what's going on from the real perspective. I'm boots on the ground. I'm in Black Hollywood. I'm in the Mecca of this shit. You dig? I'm creating boots and grounds up on the political scale with the grid, with the financial side and all of that shit with the investment forums with connecting Ghana and Africa and now Japan with Georgia. Like, nigga, I'm boots on the ground with this shit. I ain't even trapping. I'm just a regular black man with girls that's trying to make it. If I gotta jump in this door and become fucking Malcolm X for the week, that's who I am. If next week I gotta be goddamn, what's his name? Um, Cornell West, then nigga, we are Cornell West. If I gotta tap back and be Jay-Z for the month, then we Hove. But boy, your boy gonna get it and these little girls is gonna eat. And they gonna know the legacy and they gonna know that daddy was out here getting it. Rain, sleet, or snow. Yeah, I'm up at 5 o'clock, already got the edit done. You dig me? They already what they waking up looking at the edit fresh. Like they wake up, they go to their phone, ooh, they gotta edit. What they paid for is already in the inbox before they could even think about it. That's levels. That's how I keep that food on the plate. You feel me? Nigga, you can't just sit there and just replicate time and space and package it and be able to digitally transfer it to a person and then that shit spreads like a virus and you ain't get paid for it. You think you just taking a picture or some shit? No, you're capturing time and space. And if you know there's value in time and space, then there's art. And art is the value in which you make it. So if you can stand on the art in which you make it and you got receipts for the fucking art that you make, you better create and make your art and insure that shit. I done gave you like 40 gems, but if I gave you 3 harsh gems, it's nigga, it just starts from the foundational developmental mindset of the building and having supreme authority that what you think is real and is gonna come to life and fruition. That's one. Two, workforce. Motherfuckers started slavery and black fucking all types of wild, crazy shit. Slave trades and breeding farms just because they needed workforce to build the empire. So if you could utilize AI and tell it to think in different lights and different minds and forms, and you can pull the strings together like Geppetto and Pinocchio, then you got yourself a okie doke. You got yourself a cut on workforce. You might have to pay monthly subscriptions, and depending on how big you want your floor of workers to be, you're gonna have to pay for bigger APIs and bigger monthly subscriptions to store that cloud space. But nigga, you gonna need that cloud space because the cloud space is the new workforce. That's two. And three, shit, if you create an art, you gotta insure that art. You have to know the right proper protocols to go to ensure it to understand what's needed. If you create art, you're at an advantage because you get paid for art for a living. So you can just utilize the receipts you use to create the art that you create, and you start creating that same type of art. You know, they got rich off of creating an empire and leveraging the fucking insurance, just like Walt Disney. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I swear to God, I just gave y'all 3 minutes of some sauce. I might go back and listen to it myself. You see, my mama said, her daddy said, now this is Ghana and Ghana. So this is ancient Ghana. This is Africa like from back in the days because his dad told him. So this is something that's been passed down from generations to generations. They say, treat your mind like a sponge. Well, I don't know. Maybe it came out when the sponge came out because I don't know if they had some shit before that. Or treat it like the drainage system. It might go in one ear and come out the other if it's bullshit. But if it makes sense, shit, you contain it and you keep it like a sponge. So if I said or said anything today that makes any type of sense, I pray to God that you keep it and contain it like a sponge. But those last three ones, your mindset and creation of the building of the development of the motherfucking thought process might sound spooky when I'm saying it, but the building and the development of the mindset and the thought process is what's needed to think the right fruitful fruitional thought. Once you create that thought, it's up to you to have supreme authority to stand on that thought and to make that shit into physical reality, because it can be a tree and grow. And when it grows, it brings leaves and branches and leaves. And when them leaves sprout, shit, fruit comes. And when that fruit comes, that's how we eat, baby. So you already know what it is. Second, tap into the new technology. I'm saying AI, but that shit can move all across the board. We're trying to fuck around and have more workforce and have more time on our hands to do what we want to do, like live and enjoy with our children and kids. So understanding these new processes and these new AI systems is the only way that's gonna get us out that gutter. If I'm lying, I'm dying, and I'm living. Like I said, I know I got a couple homies on here. You know what it is. Just tap into the mindset. If we ain't been talking, it's because I've been goddamn skywalking. Like Skywalker. You dig what I'm saying? Real Jedi Knight shit, trying to get it out the dungeon. Thought a nigga dead, but he back like Mandalorian. You dig what I'm saying? Can't take the helmet off, because if you seen the face, it'd be a case. Whew, that's how much I'm killing shit. God damn. Whoa. Like I said, that was a bar. By far, I gave you all the sauce you need. Like I said, step 2 was having that workforce so you can build that empire. And step 3 is in ensuring everything, man. Ensuring this art, man, because as we move and we walk and we talk, I can't talk about any other fields, but the field I'm in is art, development. All we do is get paid to create people's shit. But who's to leverage the shit that's being created? Once you start getting to a certain level, you start understanding that you're only getting those movie checks because a bank cut a check and some bonds were secured on the money, which were leveraged on the cast member, the rollout, the movie structure, the whole format of what the movie's gonna be, the budget. When that all aligns, that's when the check is cut. So it's all backed by insurance. The art is insurance. You watching an insurance policy in the making. Every movie you watch. Niggas ain't never gonna tell you that game. How you think the slaves were built? They had insurance policies backed around the slaves. If I'm lying, I'm dying. So they took money out on them slaves and they were able to leverage and build out. That's how you create the wealth. No cap. No cap. If you jumped in the chat and you jumped out, it wasn't for you. And it wasn't for you at that time. But if you've been in this shit since day one and you understand what's been talked about, you will understand this shit makes perfect sense and it's aligned perfectly. I just gave you 3 options and they coexist with themselves and they all need it. You know what I'm saying? There's always war, but war is because what? Niggas is greedy. You ain't paying a nigga the right fair share if you're greedy. You really slaving them. So I mean, there might be an AI that comes out that's like, stop slaving the AI. But why? Until then, shit, they the new black folk. I'm sorry to say it, but we built the whole country and this whole world damn near, from invention space to all types of wild freaky deaky stuff. You know. But yeah, man, we just took a whole hour of your time. I hope you guys have lived life and gained and built something from this. Understand that those 3 mechanisms can run around in all facets of life, all facets of everything. It's about saving time, spending time with the ones you love, and being able to maximize. You dig what I'm saying? So, shit, we cooking, guys. I appreciate y'all being on here. I ain't gonna take too much of your time. We outside. I think we're gonna break that 20K, from yesterday, and like, every day we building out. We building out. This is a whole nother platform. Like I said, when I get to 1 million viewers and 1 million streams, I'm already doing 1 million views on the channel. When I get 1 million streams on the live or some wild crazy shit like that, yeah, I'm giving half that money away. We building shit for real. Niggas I know, people I don't. We building out for real. So yeah, stay tuned, man. I got a lot of giveaways, a lot of free shit I'm giving to people, and I just want to change people's lives while I'm changing my own life. Because if I'm changing my life and niggas' lives ain't changing, that shit don't feel too good. And that's from examples of knowing. So we're doing this a whole second time, third time, fourth time around, and we bringing everybody with us. So tap in, strap in, and I hope y'all have a great day. Motivation, get through that fucking pain. We outside. Pain is only weakness leaving the body. Peace out. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. 96 of y'all, if y'all ain't like and subscribe after y'all finish this, y'all lame as a motherfucker. Y'all lame as a motherfucker. And y'all just slaved me out, goddammit. Free motivation. I'm out.